Now it's Sunday morning here and we're just down checking the woolies down the field, and this little girl on the left, the sheep with her bum towards us here, she's sort of dull and her ears down, and we suspect maggots because her wool is damp here just in front of us on the middle of her back. So we're going to do a wee inspection, and there's no fly on her as it is. We're going to do a little inspection and see if that's the problem. Right. See all the maggots there, look, coming out. So yep, that was the problem, all the maggots on her. Now they have not broken the skin too much, it's just kind of red and raw. But I just need to go over it very carefully here, because that clips the maggots up and gets rid of them too, what we're doing here. Now we're waiting on the shearing man coming, but there's a big fleeces on these sheep, and in the same field while I was clipping that, when I looked across, and this sheep's on her back here. We hadn't noticed her when we came into the field, so Barbara's just putting her up. She's a wee bit groggy on it. She hasn't been lying too long, but she's still a little groggy, and she's pooped herself lying upside down. It's just with the big fleeces on them that they get stuck in a wee rut, and then you have to correct them, or else 2 or 3 hours like that and they could be dead. The gases swell up in their stomach and smother them. So after righting that sheep onto her feet again, we're coming back to this little ewe we were working at, and she hasn't even bothered getting up. I've finished shearing her there, but Barbara's just going to put a little bit of blue spray that's always on our hands, and where the maggots were worst on her there. So she's relieved to get that off, that she didn't even bother getting up. But there you are, she'll be as right as rain. So that just leaves the fleece to roll up. But the next day we had another one with the very same procedure to do. And it's easier for us just to shear the whole wool off, as the shearing man's coming very soon, and when you spray them with the stuff, you cannot work with them then. So it's safer just at this stage to shear them. Now there was a tractor run on, and they were assembled in the field just over the hedge from me, and I hadn't heard about the tractor run. I was busy and had just missed out on it totally. So here's a few shots of the tractor run. Then it was back to chainsawing again. This tree that I'm at here, it had blown over and was lying against another tree and ready to fall down and do damage to somebody. So I just had to nick it off and get it down before it did any more damage. So we spent a day or two working at that as well, and then logging it up and getting it into the barn. Now, the biggest event of the week, which we had one serious job keeping it from the paparazzi, was a new tractor arrives to Glasgow. Well, when I mean new, I mean 30 years old. And this is the machine. We had bought it up in Ballyclare last week. As we told you in last week's video, we were up looking on a little tractor hunt and on different things. And a neighbour around the road a bit, George Cahy, brought her home from Ballyclare for me. And this is it arriving. It was sold as seen, this little tractor, so I have bits of electric work to do on it. I don't think there's any much mechanical, but we'll see when we get a little trial on it. The sheep have been moved out of this field a few days now, and I've just come in to top it, and I'll bring those ewe lambs which are over the other field into here. But I have done it in comfort today. Wahey! The International 674's in the shed just having a nap. This is the wee tractor we bought. So it's more comfortable in the cab, but I do like out in the open air with no cab, I must say. Well, folks, that about wraps this week's work and story up on a little postage stamp of ground at Glasgow. And on the 7th of June, that's this Saturday coming, don't forget about the tractor pulling event at Mullins Farm.